decorate his tree for him. I don't appreciate that in principle.
He makes it sound like it's an honor.
Yeah. Oh, you get to put some on my tree and then never see it again? No. I mean, I've made little ornaments in previous years, but honestly, I completely forgot this year. I just knew I had a party to go to. I was at work before going to the party, and then I was like, oh yeah, I got this tree decorating party. Oh yeah, I guess I should have brought a tree decoration. I ended up just putting my bottle caps in the tree because they had little polar bears on them. I figured it was appropriate enough.
Yeah, that's sweet. They got Coca-Cola polar bears. And it's
Yeah.
same style.
Same deal. Matthew, what did you use to decorate our friend's tree?
I kind of forgot as well, but I remember just as I was leaving the apartment, and I grabbed one of those old ratty yarn ornaments. Is that what they are? Not yarn.
I wouldn't call them yarn. They're like a plastic ball ornament, but they're covered in like shiny little threads or something.
Yeah, little threads, and I haven't seen these get made since the
maybe late 90s, late 80s.
Well, it's like I had them, but I never saw them in stores.
Oh, okay.
For sale. I bought a brand new pack of them, but from Value Village.
Okay.
And they were actually not brand new. They were very dirty, very stained, very awful looking. I took the worst of them. The white one, I had bits ripping off.
It was silvery, the one I saw that you wrote.
I don't know.
Maybe it was just the lighting. Yeah.
And I just wrote his name on it, the year, in a Sharpie, which just bled all over.
Yeah.
Soaked in.
Those threads really absorbed it after being dry, sitting on a tree for decades.
Yeah. And that's
really
what you
dry
get.
them out.
Yeah. You expect so much of me for this ornament. You're gonna get a real bad ornament. You're gonna have to show it every year. You got to put that on every year.
Yes, I don't know if he does though. Does he put those same last year's ornaments up every year?
Oh, I mean, he gets
because
a lot
wouldn't every year's tree decorating party just become overkill?
Well, it should. That's how it should be.
Well, it should. It should start with a bare tree at the beginning of the party.
Yeah.
And then everyone puts their ornament on. That's the tree decorating party. And then after the tree decorating party, you could put the rest of last year's and whatever ornaments up.
But I saw he had normal ornaments. He had a box full of brand new glittery ornaments.
Yeah. So what's the point of the tree decorating party if you've got a bunch of tree decorations? This is a tradition now, and tomorrow I'm going to take all your shitty ornaments down and put up the real ones?
Probably. I can't imagine my ornament stays.
Well, yours wasn't bad. You could just turn yours around and look at the other side. It's not that bad.
The other side was terribly stained.
What was it stained with?
I don't know. It was brown.
Oh. Tree sap, maybe.
Maybe.
And Matthew, at this same Christmas party, you had something of a glitter fight. You want to explain?
Yeah, I think there was a comment made about how I got some glitter on me, and I took an ornament and I glittered somebody else's face, the host of the party.
Yeah.
And we kind of spent the rest of the evening glittering each other with these ornaments.
You just had glitter-covered ornaments that you just vigorously rubbed on each other's beards and faces.
Not gentle. It was like sandpaper. I had a very irritated lips.
Yeah.
And just the face, all around face. Irritation.
And then one of you came after me, and I was having none of it because I know what happens with glitter. It
You're
doesn't
smart.
get out.
No.
I started taking swings at the host, thinking, you ain't getting no glitter on me. I'm not doing it. Thanks for having us over. Thanks for the eggnog, but off with those glitters. Those glitters. With those sparkles, with the glitter.
Exactly. It was terrible because I assumed I could just take a shower and it would be gone, but I still have glitter on me today.
So this was, exactly. This was last Friday? Saturday? Oh my God, you're so glittery. Mm. This was last Saturday, was it?
Yeah.
And now we're Wednesday, and I'm seeing all kinds of sparkles in your mustache, on your beard, a few just on your cheeks. You just sort of pulled down your shirt a bit to show me your chest, and it's the sparkliest of all.
It's true. It's been horrible. I have to go out in public like this. I went to the local grocery store. A woman was giving me a lot of sass at one point because I went to one of the automatic machines to do a price check because there was no price on a thermometer.
Okay. What kind of thermometer? Like a house thermometer?
Turkey.
Or like,
turkey bird meat thermometer.
Okay.
So there's no price on it. So I went over. I was like, well, I'm going to check. I know how. I'm going to walk over to this machine. I'm going to act like I'm scanning it.
Yeah.
I did it. Saw the price. I was like, good. And then I started to walk away. And she's like, excuse me. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, are you buying? So I was like, and then I lost my nerve and I started being like, well, no, I'm just grabbing my carriage now. I was doing a price check, but I'm going to pay for everything now. She gave me so much attitude. She was like, well, in the future, you can't do that. And I was like,
well, how do I check? When you guys when you guys do your jobs poorly and don't mark the prices on things, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. And then I was like, I started. That's when I was like, well, there wasn't a price, and there's nobody around to help. So if I had to come all the way over here to check it, and it's like you just have to ask me. It's like, well, I didn't see you. So, and then she got closer to me, and she looked at me strange, and I was like, oh, she's noticing the glitter all over, and she started being a lot nicer to me. Maybe because I thought I was some sort of glitter man.
Well, I wonder if it was like, who's this jerk? He's screwing up the machine. I'm gonna have to press cancel once or twice now, or he could have asked me and. Then I would do it myself and press cancel once or twice. Let's be honest, that's probably what she would have done. She would scan it through the thing.
Exactly.
But then she saw you. She saw the sparkles. She saw the magic, Matthew. And in this holiday season, she probably thought you were an elf of some sort, some mystical creature.
Yeah.
And she changed her tune very quickly.
Yeah. She started apologizing for her demeanor. She said it was very early in the morning and she hadn't really woken up yet.
Okay.
I was like, it's okay.
All right.
And I was glittery. I looked like I was in a good mood.
You were like a fairy of some kind, some magical Christmas fairy.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, even that was
maybe the elf on the shelf.
Maybe.
So Matthew, what did you need this turkey thermometer for? I think I have an idea. Might have something to do with the enormous turkey you bought last week.
Yeah, it did. It did have something to do with that. I had to make sure it was cooked.
Now, last I saw you was Saturday night at this party, and you told me your update on the turkey. You had put it in a trash can full of water.
Yeah. The Butterball website said, put it in a trash can full of... No, it didn't actually say that. It said submerge it in water. But what are they thinking?
Well, couldn't you have just put it in a bathtub or a sink?
I could have.
Don't you have a huge sink?
No, I have a regular sink.
Didn't you get like a big sink and then you wanted to replace it with a double sink, but you just stuck with the one big sink?
Yeah.
So it's a big enough sink to put that turkey in, no?
But then I couldn't use the sink.
Okay. Well, it was overnight.
Yeah. You know how many times I got to use the sink at night?
All right.
Who knows? Who knows for what occasion? Anyway.
All right. What about the bathtub?
Yeah, that's true. I could have, but the trash can, it was big enough. It could serve a purpose. I hadn't used it in a while, so it was pretty clean. Put it in there.
Okay.
The next day, Sebastian, when I started to prepare this turkey.
Did it smell like trash?
No, it didn't.
Okay,
but,
phew.
It was a nightmare.
Why? Tell me.
Hellish experience.
Go on.
You see shows like the Mr. Bean Christmas special or Thanksgiving episode on Friends where they both put their heads in a turkey.
Did you put your head in the turkey, Matthew?
No,
Is that the way this was a hellish experience?
I was thinking about it. Because I originally kind of spread open the legs and I looked to see, could my head fit? Like, no, there's a lot of bone in there.
Yeah.
The rib cage is not going to expand to accommodate my head.
Yeah.
But also the smell and the bits that were inside, the neck that I had to pull out from its anus. It was nightmarish. And I've done this before on little turkeys. Little turkeys.
Hold on. It's not really its anus. They kind of cut that section out so that you can pull all the guts and what have you out.
Well, it's got to be part of it, right?
Well, yeah.
They probably start at the anus and go up to the belly button of the turkey.
Probably something like that, yeah.
Do turkeys have belly buttons?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No, definitely not. They don't have umbilical cords.
Well, I mean, they can never tell. So many feathers.
Fair enough.
I've never plucked one.
Yeah.
But it was just so heavy.
It was enormous.
Smaller turkeys I can handle. I can get around. I'll take the bag of giblets out. I'll take the neck out, and I'll start to prepare it. This one, I had so much trouble even lifting. And the worst experience for me was when I finally picked it up, got it off the ground, and I went to pick it up to put it on the counter because it was on the ground this whole time. Mm-hmm. And I pick it up by the wings, like the armpits of the turkey.
Sure, like a baby.
Yeah, and it was like the turkey had a miscarriage all over my floor.
Oh.
I didn't realize there was so much
terrible
blood,
phrasing.
So much blood and water and like bits inside of it that when I picked it up, it just was like splash. I had blood all over the white cabinets. And
oh my gosh!
Because there was a lot of splashback and it went all over the floor. And
did you not wear an apron? Did you wear an apron?
No.
Do you not have an apron?
I did. I do have an. I wore it after.
But okay.
It was such a mess. And then I'm holding this turkey up like face to face with it. It didn't have a head, but breast to face with it.
I'm going like, what have you done?
Looking down at the mess, and I had no place to put the turkey anymore because everything was just it was horrible. It was a horrible experience. And I had to reach inside of it, and I could not imagine, how did Mr. Bean put his head in the turkey? Why would Joey think it was a good idea on Friends?
Well, both of these are not documentaries, and so they probably have prop guys prep these turkeys for joke purposes.
But it's unrealistic now when you
Well,
if
yeah.
prepare a
Are you surprised that Mr. Bean is unrealistic?
I'm surprised. Like, it's not the only unrealistic thing about that. Mr. Bean had a turkey much bigger than my own, probably 40 pounds, and he was eating it with one other person.
Okay.
This turkey is made to serve 30 people.
Sure. Well, leftovers. Turkey leftovers are great.
No.
Like a turkey sandwich.
I can imagine Mr. Bean eating turkey leftovers for a few months. Actually.
Yeah, exactly. And Friends isn't very realistic.
No.
Rachel's a waitress. Have you seen the size of her apartment in downtown New York? That's unreasonable.
She's got rich parents, but I think they cut her off. But the mother might be sneaking her some of the father's hard-earned cash.
Maybe. I mean, she's also sharing the apartment with a couple other people.
Yeah.
So I don't know what her cut of the rent is. Maybe they take care of her a little bit.
I think they take care of her a bit.
Oh, Rachel.
Still unrealistic.
Yeah. What does Phoebe even do?
Yeah, she's
Other
kind of
than,
like a gypsy.
yeah, exactly. Like so Courtney Cox has got a job, a legit job. Rachel's a waitress. Phoebe's playing guitar in the subway. Somehow they afford a beautiful apartment in downtown New York.
Yeah.
And spend all their time at a coffee shop. Unrealistic.
Yeah.
Maybe
true.
even less realistic than Mr. Bean.
Perhaps. You know what? The most unrealistic thing is I think how anyone's friends with Ross. This is the worst kid. Well, yeah, I guess he's brother of someone who they're friends with. So.
Exactly. He kind of leeches onto it.
Oh man, if there was an episode where Monica died,
he'd be out.
Yeah, he's like, wow.
He'd be out so quick. Well, maybe not super quick. They'd have some pity for a while, but then he'd eventually fall out of the group and fall into a deep depression.
Yeah, it'd be a difficult conversation to have with him too.
It'd be weird also if the show was called Friends and Ross.
Friends and Ross. just to hammer home the separation.
Not Ross and Friends, because it implies that they are his friends. Friends and Ross.
Yeah, it's like for now. That's
just kind of where we're at right now.
Oh, it'd be good if they didn't even tell the actor either.
All right,
to keep it legit. But
so yes, the turkey splattered all over the floor.
Yeah,
you were face to face with it, going like, what are we gonna do with you?
What have I gotten myself into?
Cook you. So how did you do? Did you have a turkey baster?
I did. I bought one. It was pretty good. Just gross, man. Cooking a turkey is not what it seems like. I went to baste the turkey the first time. I'm like, I'm gonna pull up a bunch of like yellowish, whitish liquid. It's gonna be but no, the first like squeeze of it just sucked up red.
Well,
just blood.
Well, that's fine to cook a food in its own blood, because then you're keeping all the flavors in there.
It is. It's just it was so big, and you could see the little pustules of
pustules. Is that even a word?
I don't know. At one point when I was like getting through, it must be. It's like little areas where you poke a little too hard and it just oozes.
God damn, these noises you're making are gross. Okay, go on though. Go on.
But it turned out okay in the end. I let it cook for like 7 hours, and it was ready. Had a lot of meat. Huge Flintstone style
drumsticks.
Yeah. Exciting. I have a lot of turkey left over.
Did you eat that turkey drumstick like a dang Viking? Let it get all over your beard?
No, because that horrifies
me. And then you yelled into the sky and drank a pint of ale?
First of all, I don't like greasy things. I don't like things getting on my beard, and I hate dark meat.
Okay, so this was not for you.
Nope.
You hate dark meat.
It's so gross.
What? Why?
It's slimier than white meat. It's darker than white meat.
Well, okay.
And it's just I can't really define where a piece starts and ends. It's like white meat, I can cut it. It can look beautiful. Dark meat is just slippery and gross and attached with little fat bits and strings, and I just don't know what I'm supposed to eat out of it. And I don't know how people do it. And they're disgusting. Who do? I'm
not as prejudiced to white and dark meat as you are, Matthew. I'll eat whatever meat is in my plate. I actually kind of like the dark meat because it's not as dry generally as the white meat on a turkey.
Mm. Well, this was a very moist turkey.
I think my favorite meat is the pink meat, though. Like when you get cold cut turkey.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like a cold cut turkey.
I think there was some pink meat on this. I don't
Yeah.
know if that meant I didn't cook it well enough,
That might be.
or if it was just close to the bone. When it gets close to the bone,
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. That's true. That's true. So butterball, was this the first time you made a butterball?
I've made little butterballs before. This was a big butterball.